Welcome to This Day at Everything Cool for February 28th. On this day in 1954, a new era in television took off with flying colors. The first color television sets began hitting the market in the U.S., giving mass consumers their first chance to watch and enjoy television in living color instead of in black and white. Most TV shows were still broadcast in black and white, though, and most networks wouldn't make the switch until the 1960s. The next big leap for television wouldn't come until the first HD broadcast began in the late 1990s. Another big TV milestone hit the court on February 28, 1940, because that's when basketball was first televised. It was a match between Fordham University and the University of Pittsburgh and took place in Madison Square Garden, although there aren't any records on just how many people tuned in. This was an important first step in establishing sports as a viable medium on the emerging television market. Until then, it wasn't clear if people would actually be interested in watching sports on TV. The National Basketball Association, or NBA, was formed 6 years later, with the popularity of TV basketball becoming their biggest source of income. February 28, 1998 had a lot of snow warnings. The snowboarding game 1080 was released on the Nintendo 64, becoming one of the first snowboarding video games to use full 3D graphics on a console. It also revolutionized one of the most important parts of snowboarding games, crashing. The animations that occurred when players crashed would be different depending on what objects they hit and how fast they were going, which meant that wiping out in the game was almost as fun as actually winning. 1080 was followed by a sequel on the GameCube, although Nintendo hasn't revisited the franchise since.